what about, I just do not understand why it is that you're so single-mindedly refusing to understand at least the argument that this money is going to be able to be used by Iran, and that when they do use it, and they use $1 million to buy medicine of this money, that frees up another $1 million that they would have had to spend on this, without the sanctions waiver.
I understand,
and they can use that.
I understand the argument. I don't agree with it, and here's why. If they were sitting on that $1 million, they would use it for their destabilizing activities to fund terrorism and deny medicine to their people. That's the point I'm making. And so to approve $1 million of, say, medical transactions that benefit the Iranian people, we believe those are benefits to the Iranian people that they would not have otherwise gotten.
So it's just a lost cause, then? You're just saying that they're going to fund destabilizing activities regardless of whether you give them the waiver or not.
I think they have shown that they are going to conduct destabilizing activities. They were doing it before 2018 when the Trump administration gave them the first waiver, which is why we have an entire set of policies to hold them accountable for those destabilizing activities. And part of
the fungibility argument that you heard a lot with the money from South Korea for the hostages. Why is that argument wrong?
So I will say we have heard this a lot. I've addressed it a lot. So with respect to the Iranian regime, it has always funded destabilizing activities. It has done that first and foremost. It's one of its top priorities. It does that whether its people receive humanitarian benefits or not. To the extent that the Iranian people have greater access to food or medicine as a result of money covered by this waiver, that's food or medicine that otherwise would not have been available to them. And I would say, again, this is a policy that goes back to the previous administration. The previous administration apparently decided that it was worthwhile to have this money spent for the benefit of the Iranian people, with whom we have no quarrel. Our quarrel is with the Iranian regime and its destabilizing activities. And so what we see is an Iranian regime that, whether these waivers are issued or not, whether their people benefit from these monies or not, continues to fund hostile activities. That has not changed. It's not changed going back years.
Is there any concern about the potential optics of, I guess, extending a sanctions waiver while Iranian proxy groups are attacking U.S. assets in the Middle East?
We don't worry about optics. We're worried about reality. And the reality is that these funds, as I said, can only be used for humanitarian and other non-sanctionable purposes. And when it comes to holding Iran accountable for its destabilizing activities, I would remind you that we have imposed more than 400 sanctions on Iran since the outset of this administration. In the past few weeks, we have taken a number of actions to ensure deterrence and to, the Pentagon has conducted strikes against Iranian-backed militias, and we will continue to hold Iran accountable for its destabilizing behavior in a number of manners.